I want to see the Alliance map. What about Lincolnshire?
A rather boisterous man named Hunwald arrived recently, wishing to speak with you. On a matter of great importance, he said.
Where is he now?
Down at the docks, carousing with my scouts and scaring the fish from the river. He waits for you with great eagerness.
들어왔으면 얘기를 해.
He sounds charming. I will meet him at once.
Protect your ears.
시그로드 어디 갔나? 아, 답답한 로르 실세. 자기 혼자만의 세계에 지금 빠졌어. 진짜 히키코모리 등급이에요. 방 안에 틀어막혀가지고 말도 안 하고. 아이, 미치겠네 진짜.
But our lively chatter here has inspired in me a short poem. May I recite it for you?
Go on, Lord the Boy. Make me tremble.
Oh, indeed, I shall try. I call it Ode to a Hungry
나중에 동생이
Flame.
통일해놓으면 자기가 했다고 그럴 거 아니에요.
Come to join us.
Me? Oh, goodness, no. I'm no skald, no. Just a humble nobleman with an interest in versification. An amateur, really.
너
Shall
피부가
I
좋지
continue?
않네.
I'm not here to judge your poems, Lord. Speak your purpose or down your meat.
Yes. Sorry. I have come with the hope of meeting Eivor, the great warrior of this clan.
형을 죽일까요?
If such an
죽일
audience is
이유까지는 없는 것
possible.
같은데.
You're talking with him now, and you are?
Ah, by God's blood, my day begins with a lash of good fortune. I am Hundwald, loyal son of Lord Hunbeor, the current alderman of Lincolnshire. May God keep him
왕의
pure.
아들이구나.
You see, my father is ailing, and in his delirium, evil men
아,
have
그렇게
corrupted
되려나?
his judgment. A secret
일단은
and
흘러가는 스토리 좀
powerful
보면서
order,
형을
if the
죽일지
whispers
말지를
are true.
보긴 봐야 될 것 같아요.
Only a month ago, without forewarning, Mercian soldiers chased me, his only son, from my home. I know not why, but I do know my father would never have ordered my exile.
Outcast from your family. That's a hard road to walk.
Could one of your clan help me return to Lincoln? March beside me through the city gates and set me at my father's
자의정
noble
우의정한테
feet once again.
배신당했구만. 아버지가 그랬을 일은 없고.
If I knew my father was ill and beyond saving, I would ready myself to take his place. Will you take up his burden should he fall?
Oh, banish the thought that such a great man should perish. But if he were to pass... Yes, I believe I could. I must.
You sing a sad song, Hunwald of Lincolnshire. A son robbed of his father's protection, now desperate to prove his honor. How far will you go to regain it? To a bloody end?
Oh, indeed. I will
아니,
plunge into the heat of
어느
battle to
나라든
defend my father.
자의정 우의정 때문에
No
망하는 것
righteous
같아.
one.
간신들이
All
문제야,
right, young
간신들이.
lord. My clan has need of me just now. But when I'm ready, we'll find your father together and right the wrongs you've suffered.
God praise you, Eivor.
I won't be leading you into the heart of the shield wall, but there will be danger. I want your word. You will follow my orders to the ruin.
I am yours to abuse.
If it comes to that,
I'll wait for you in my safe haven, Bottleston to the northeast. From there, we shall make our way to Lincoln.
Goodbye, Lord Boy. Safe travels.
God bless and keep you all.
I fear I may be escorting that boy to his own execution.
That might shut him up.
marching with the common folk.
So this is Hunwald's safe haven.
Though we be a Mercian Shire today, tomorrow the Kingdom of Lindsey.
Hunwald, who is this stranger?
Eivor, come, sit. Bread and ale, please, alewife. I have been discussing my delicate situation with Alvgar here.
Lord,
He is a nobleman like me, one of Lincolnshire's sturdy thanes.
이때
Hunwald's
사람들은
idea of sturdy is a mug of ale that won't tip over.
Alvgar has pledged his loyalty to my family,
뭘로
the
씻죠?
House of the Ferocious
그냥 물로
Swan.
씻나?
With his influence and your might, we shall rid Lincolnshire of the ruffians who plague this land, once and for all.
we're going to see your father, Hunwald. That's all.
Indeed, Eivor, with speed and purpose, you are the axle to my wheel, the spark to my tinder.
Hunwald, I don't know your friend here, and not knowing him, I don't trust him.
I'm his voice of reason, Eivor. And I've told him 1,000 times
호날두의
it's
이성을
too
맡고 있대.
dangerous for him in Lincolnshire.
호날두가 이성이 없어.
Listen, I've come to escort you to your father's side. We go now, or I walk.
Ah, yes, to Lincoln! Away! But with care. The road between here and there is teeming with brigands who wish me dead.
You daft lump of lard. A single Dane will not protect you against the whole of Mercia's army.
I think you're wrong, Alvgar. And here he'll prove it.
I'm hot for a fight, Snowdog. Give me half a chance, I'll stove your heathen face right in.
Let's not break our bones without some alcohol to dull the coming pain. Alewife, for these stout Saxons, around on me.
Well, that's kind of you.
돈으로 안 되는 게 없지. 그렇지. 내가 한 잔 산다는데. 그래. 밥이나 먹어. 앉아가지고. 왜 시비야?
Cheers to this Dane.
Okay,
One
cheers.
two worth of silver.
그렇지.
You
모든 게
fox.
어사주면 다
That
된다고.
was incredible. Like watching a captain navigate the roiling waters of an angry river. I must void my bladder, Eivor. Then we shall set forth in search of adventures new.
하하님 채널 포인트 얼마나 모였어요?
You travel with a marked man at your side.
He's with me. He'll be fine.
If I had a scribe jot down all the occasions I'd warn that stupid boy, I'd be the most written about man in history.
Alfgar, the boorish nag of Lincolnshire.
Ah! Oh!
I told Hunwald to stay near. Where did he wander off to?
뭐야?
Hunwald is in trouble.
They call this tasty
Leave him be!
Jesus! He's brought a bloody Dane!
Oh!
아,
I have
아이고,
been
아이고, 아이고.
struck down, pruned within an inch of my life, but I will survive. I must continue on, Eivor, and if I should expire, avenge me.
Say, the silver there's paying us. Not much longer, corpse.
I live! I am alive! Heaven have mercy!
Are you hurt?
Unbelievable! The Battle of Bottleston will be remembered for years to come. Alfgar, we have won our first great victory.
Hunwald, are you hurt?
Never better.
얘도
We should get
제정신이
to
아니네.
Lincoln as quickly as we can.
Yes, you're right. Let's depart. What horrible souls are hunting me? Me, the son of a beloved elderman. Was it naive to believe my status as a nobleman held some sway over the churls and serfs of this shire? What cause have any to dishonor me?
시끄러워. 좀 닥쳐봐.
Boats there! We could sail
Ah.
the waters to Lincoln, sink the ships of any enemies in our way.
What were you told when the guards exiled you?
Oh, scraps of nonsense. I woke to screaming. A man grabbed me,
빨리 타라,
said
임마.
I was an immediate danger to my father. Ha! Horse pucky! Mercian soldiers then shackled me, rode me blindfolded to the River Wash, and told me plainly, start anew elsewhere or face death in Lincolnshire.
What did they mean?
Oh, some nonsense about me praying for his death, hungry for his inheritance.
Speak plainly, Hunwald. I can't help you if I don't know the full story. You hold no grudge against your father?
No, never. No, I suspect the order for my exile came from on high. Perhaps one of Burgred's final orders before he was deposed.
That would surprise me. Burgred was battling Danes until the end. He had bigger things to worry over.
Perhaps you're right, he's too contained. It must have been King Alfred then.
King Alfred of Wessex? That's another kingdom entirely.
Yes, but Alfred has a fearful hatred of the Danes. He must have heard that I am courting one. A beauty who knows no equal.
Your Dane lady love. Right.
대인종 아가씨들 안 이쁜데. 내가 지금 이때까지 지금 대인종 아가씨 중에 이쁜 사람을 본 적이 없다. 그래요? 눈이 없네, 눈이 없어. 형의 와이프도 내가 마다한 한국에.
Here's Lincoln, the city of my birth, the cauldron of my present sorrows.
근데 내가 호의만 하는 거지 이렇게 100가지 몰아야 되는 거야? 내리라.
Mercian guards everywhere. Follow me.
Right behind you, Shadow Walker. My heart beats like the drums of your dragon boat.
표현 봐라, 드레. 미치겠네, 진짜. 근데, 진짜 아버지가 그냥 보낸 거 뭐 어떡하지? 지는 아버지가 안 보냈다고 지금 얘기하고 있는데, 아버지가 보냈으면 어떡하지? 내가 봤을 때 아버지가 보냈을 수도 있겠다는 생각이 좀 드는데. 너 설마 벽 못 타? 마사카.
This town was your home?
It was, and should still be.
There's damp on the air.
Oh, to see it now fills my eyes with tears.
Save weeping for prayers. We're not inside yet.
One day I won't have to skulk around this town with my face hidden. I will walk proudly among the people I love.
Oh, he's surely fighting the Danes to the north.
No, he's made a pact with them. There's peace now, haven't you heard?
No, that can't be true.
Hunwald! Praise God you live! I do, my dear Regenhair. Body and soul. Tell my father his son has returned and in fighting form. It is urgent I speak with him.
I'm sorry, Lord, but your father has been taken.
Taken? When?
Weeks ago, Lord. And well ill he was when they carried him off. I wish I could say more.
배신당했네.
Did he walk out that door himself, or was there a struggle?
He wasn't took, nor did he walk. He sort of limped his way on.
On his own, or was he forced?
On his own. It was the Abbess Archer who suggested he be moved. She feared his illness was fast coming.
He still has friends in Lincoln. That's a good sign.
Bishop Herefrith among them. He's kept a vigil at the town hall, looking after things in your father's absence until he returns.
Will we find trouble there? At the town hall?
You mean soldiers and the like? Aye. There have been many, many more about since your father took his leave.
Right. We'll find a quiet way in if we can. Who was that fellow?
Reaganhair? He's an old fixture of my family's household. Loyal to the end. He helps run the place, and he's known me since I was but a little lordling. A simple fellow, but worth every pinch of his salt.
Lincoln seems a good place to trade.
Does it?
The market is flush with goods.
Yes, it must be. Growing up, we never wanted for anything in my father's home. Bread and poultry and field fruits of all manner. I suppose this is where our servants purchased them. Lincoln's boon was ours as well.
How often did you leave your house?
Oh, from time to time. Yes. Archer, Herefrith! Tell Lord Hunbeor his son has returned!
My lord, you're well.
Lord Hunwald, we had no news of your return. You might have sent a messenger and spared us the suspense.
Why so surprised to see my return, Bishop? Was I rumored dead?
Oh, worse than dead. It is my reluctant duty to report the rumor that you were lost in the north, bedding a Dane on some squalid farm.
I've no patience for insult and rumor. We have come to speak with Lord Hunbeor, that is all.
Lord Hunbeor has gone, I'm afraid. He would not say where to, but I'm sure he will return shortly. Once the storm has passed.
What on earth do you mean by that? What storm?
Your
되게
father feared for
앵꼽게
his
얘기하는데.
life, Hunwald. In his weakened state, he could not defend himself. Not against a Dane, certainly.
How dare you? Eivor is above reproach.
See this from my view, Hunwald. You arrive after a strange absence, with a hired Viking in tow, demanding to see your father. This does not, in my estimation, imply benign intentions.
뭐라고? 이렇게 얘기하고 싶다 진짜.
Our coming here has nothing to do with you. This is a matter between the boy and his father.
I disagree. Everything this boy does concerns us. He's the son of our elderman. I all but raised you, lad. Bounced you on my knee and taught you scripture. So when I tell you we don't know where your father is, nor why he left our hospice in his ailing state, it's because we don't know.
Come, Abbess. We should leave this young lord to his scurrying thoughts. There is nothing more of use we can say to him.
Take care, my boy.
Stay within these walls where you're safest. I'll have a look around, see what I can learn about your father.
If my father spent time at the hospice here, the healers who work there may know something. Talk to them if you can. Find out what they know.
아직까지는 정확하게 누가 배신했는지는 모르겠네요. 쟤네들이 배신한 것 같긴 한데 말하는 거 봤을 때는 아닌 것 같기도 하고.
Hunwald's father was recuperating here not long ago. Someone may have seen him depart.
위로 올라갔다.
Do you know where your elderman is?
I can tell you a few things, but not here in the open. Follow me.
아니 왜 여기서는 말 못한다는 거지?
This is far enough. Tell me what you know.
Oh, I know loads of things about our Elderman. I know his favourite foods. I know when his bedclothes get changed. And I know he hates being bled with leeches. That sort of thing.
But where has he gone?
Ah, where? I have no bloody idea. Is that what you asked me?
Forget it.
아니, 야. 어이가 없네 진짜.
Are you the head sister?
Please, don't hurt me. These poor souls need me.
Calm, sister. Lord Hunwald sent me. He asked me to speak with the people here.
Hunwald? That's not a name I expected to hear again.
No harm will come to you or those you care for. I'm only looking for your Elderman.
I'd be risking my neck telling you anything. And if my head rolls, these sick and ailing folk will follow me to the grave.
Your Elderman would agree. So the sooner I find him, the more quickly these prowling guards will leave your hospice.
That's a pleasant thought. Our lord was in a bad way here, and getting worse, in spite of our efforts. Then, quite against my instruction, some guards moved him out. I overheard them talking about a bathhouse. There's no working bathhouse in Lincoln. So, I gather they meant the old ruins just south of here, by the eastern walls.
Ruins, just south of here. I'll look there. Thank you.
I pray you find him. He's in desperate need of care.
강제로 데리고 가는 게 맞네. 오케이.
It weren't wise to let those Mercians nobles use our tunnels, if you ask. They're great for you. Not like Ben's.
먹어. 뭐하노? 그래, 야, 뭐하냐고.
These tunnels run deep. Was the Elderman fleeing to a hideaway beneath Lincoln? The guards here are vigilant. Fighting here. About what? A violent struggle between nobles and bandits. The bandits didn't fare so well. A noble's cloak with the image of a swan. Looks like the Alderman passed this way.
꽃게동물하고 같이 갔네.
I know a lonely door that would love to meet this key. A Saxon nobleman paid some bandits for permission to sneak through these tunnels on their way to Bolingbroke Castle. Mercian nobles made a deal with some bandits, paid them hush money to let them sneak through these caves. When the time came, the bandits ambushed the nobles. But it didn't end well for the bandits. In the struggle, the Elderman's cloak was torn off. But he got away and headed east for Bolingbroke Castle. That's my best lead. Ah, fresh air.
지방 장관이 탈출을 하긴 했네. 찾아봅시다. 어디 계십니까?
Be cautious around here.
저 건물 안에 있는데?
I'm on the right track. That keep is well protected.
You try to kill me! Let's strip the dog off! You fake Watch my lips!
이 안에 있을 것으로 예상이 됩니다. 아닌가?
My lord, you carried yourself as a true-born king, born in a time of wolves. You have earned a long rest. Thank you, beautiful Galwin. There now, my lord. All is prepared. Shall we begin the washing? Hey, who comes? Welcome, stranger. Are you here to pay tribute to our Lord Alderman?
I heard voices as I entered. Were you speaking with him? Does his hooga speak through you?
I am not sure what to call it precisely. Words form in my mind,
지방
and I
장관을
give them voice.
죽었네요.
Often they sound like my dear lord.
Can I ask a favor of him? On behalf of his son, Hunwald.
You could try, but he never speaks when others are present.
Why has your Elderman's death been obscured? The people of Lincolnshire deserve to know his fate, Hunwald above all.
When the guards put him in my care, I was told to keep all this a secret. Until the appointed time.
누가?
When I asked who gave these orders, they struck me. I wish I could say more.
I've seen all I need to, but Hunwald will need proof.
Of course. You're welcome to search through his effects, though I'm not sure what trinket would best serve your purpose.
I'll find something. A box of musty clothing, and a brooch with a crest. The house of the ferocious swan. This will do. I'll return this brooch to Hunwald in Lincoln. I hope the poor boy can withstand such ill news.
Eivor! What news?
Your father's dead.
Wait, what?
The sigil of Hunbjorn's house. I found it near his body.
No. No, this cannot be. He was strong, a pillar of Lincolnshire. He cannot be gone. He...
Oh, you poor boy. I'm so sorry.
I am a man, Archer! Do you hear me? I am a man and I am my father's son! Do not forget it!
Keep steady, Hunwald. You're now the head of your house.
Another swan takes flight. Only I remain, last in a line of dwindling nobles.
I'm sorry, Hunwald. I had already asked a priest to administer last rites when your father disappeared.
What?
I didn't tell you sooner because I thought by some miracle he had survived.
You lied to me!
You silly, sobbing mooncalf. Will you never grow up?
죽은 걸 알고 있었네.
Lord have mercy on that woman. She should have said something. It was her duty to say something.
Hunwald was the son of an ealdorman. Will he take his father's seat?
The title's not hereditary, but he can plead his case before a Shire moot. King Ceolwulf must then ratify the decision.
Explain how this works, your Shire moot.
A moot is a meeting of lords. We convene from time to time to steer the course of our Shire.
It was always my intention to convene a moot, but between our troubles in Lincoln and the bandits' raids, we slipped into a pattern of convenience.
We have a similar custom, what we call an Althing, an assembly of good folk.
With so many like habits, there should be peace between our people and yours. Perhaps that begins now.
Apart from Hunwald, who else will stand for the Ealdorman's seat?
If I may be so bold, I should like to put my name forward. Under my care, this Shire has found some peace this past month.
I will offer my name as well. My family has ancient ties to this
뭐야?
land. And I am proud to say I have forged quite a friendship with the Danes to the north.
Good. My priest will spread word of the moot across the Shire and will convene
아니
in a few
어이가
days'
없네
time.
진짜 갑자기.
Do visit my estate, Eivor. I have something for you. Something I think you'll enjoy.
I'll find the time.
Eivor, a word if you don't mind.
Is the word Christ or pagan?
I deeply regret my churlish ways when we first met. I did not treat you as my God commands, with kindness and love.
Love is a difficult feeling to command.
Yes, quite. In any case, thank you for putting this mystery to rest. I do hope we'll see you at the moot.
With Hunbeor's death an open secret, Hunwald's enemies may strike again. I should find him before they do.
Archer went to console him. I should
네.
follow her.
루즈벨트라니.
Archer, where is Hunwald?
I tried to console him, but he pushed me away. I love the boy, I do. But I fear what would happen if he took his father's title. He's fragile and scattered. I saw him ride north, following the paved Roman road. To the old tall tree where he often passed time with his father, I imagine.
What devil put you up to all this deception?
I wasn't put up, Eivor. I felt compelled to carry on for the good of the Shire.
다음
Until I knew
게임이요?
the truth.
A pretty
아마
answer, but
사펑
an
되지
ugly
않을까요?
lie.
기간이 약간 사펑 느낌 기간인데. 안돼, 안돼. 졸라 아파.
These woods, father. Oh, these woods. I remember the days.
얘 약간 페인 됐네.
Eivor, what a pleasant surprise. Would you drink with me?
안돼, 늑대. 루즈더 3이라.
Come, sit.
루즈더 3이라니.
Stay with me a while and contemplate
the view.
아버지의 죽음을 이해한다고 말하는 건 정신 똑바로 차려야 된다고 말하는 게 더 맞지 않나 싶어요. 슬퍼하는 건 맞는데 아버지의 죽음을 이해한다?
Collect yourself, Hunwald. There's many a man in Lincolnshire who would pay to see your head on a pike.
Well, they can wait a moment.
키아누 형님,
Do not gorge on grief, nor give in to sadness.
그렇게 크게
But let your
스토리에
aching
영향
love
끼치는
light the
느낌은 아닐
need
것
of your
같은데.
eyes and lead you to triumph.
That is quite lovely. My father would have liked you. He liked all those who could swing a sword and speak a verse with ease.
인정. 간지는 남. 그냥 말하시 함 잘해야지 뭐. 근데 아마 저는 게임 하는 요 느낌이 계속 요런 느낌일 거라서
And I would catch the most wretched little things if I caught anything at all. I was a rubbish hunter.
그래서 중간 그 일주일에 2번은 보이는 라디오를 넣은 겁니다.
Each and every time.
A toast.
왜냐면 이런 게임들을 하면 루즈해질 거라고 생각했거든. 나는 솔직히 살아있는 사람을 위해서라고 하겠습니다.
To you, Hunwald, you have love in your heart and hope in your eyes. That's more than many can say.
Eivor, I can't begin to...
All right, Lord. You are all right. Skull.
아니 말만 졸라 많았지. 실제로는 나약하잖아.
And then my father says it's the right goat, but it's the wrong end.
아, 요 느낌 좀 비슷하죠. 맞아. 좀 요 느낌 비슷하지.
Oh, my Swanborough loves that one. She has a great sense of humor, my lady love. Father would have liked her.
Right. Your Dane lady love. She sounds lovely. Too lovely to be real.
왕자의 게임은 사람을 너무 죽여 살아서 솔직히 정 좀 붙일라 하면 죽이고 정 좀 붙일라 하면 죽이고.
Grimsby. Yes, there's no time to lose.
After you.
Nothing like drinking and riding to jostle your troubles away.
And the contents of your gut.
술 먹고 또 비틀비틀 한다 또. 아이 진짜.
Now come
음주
and enjoy the splendor of my shire.
You Saxons and your tiny splendor. You've never seen mountains, have you? Or deep fjords like a giant's axe wound? Or towering falls that steam in the dead of winter?
FPS 사실 FPS 게임을 좋아합니다. 좋아하는데 잘 못해서 오버워치 좋아하거든요.
Why come to England at all?
근데
you can't grow crops on a blanket of jewels.
오버워치를 하니까 사람들이 20분 이상을 보지 않아요.
Your countryside does take the breath away.
Quite so.
그러면 사실 이거나 저거나 뭐.
I love this land.
오버워치는 하고 나면 유튜브 올리지도 못해. 잘하는 것도 아니라서.
Solemn duty to protect her. I know many think me foolish, inexperienced.
콜옵 좋아요.
But I would ask that they
안 그래도 콜옵도 생각하고 있어요. 콜옵 그 모던 워페어 1하고 2하고 하고 리메이크까지 해서 일단 먼저 하고.
Shame me, punish me, of course. But give me that chance. By God, I just want to have that chance.
메달 오브 아너도 옛날 거 생각보다 괜찮습니다. 저 메달 오브 아너 2부터 골수 팬이거든요. 좋아합니다.
What was that?
Birds, Eivor. Has no one told them today is a day of grief?
Quiet.
(2차) 세계대전이 재밌죠.
Something isn't right.
암살자?
I'll find
방금
the trouble
숨어
before
있었는데.
it finds us.
Eivor, I am sweating from pit to toe. Do not leave me.
뭐고 어디 있노?
Hush. Hide or fight, Hunwald. Now.
Father, give me strength to survive this.
와, 이 얘네들 누군지 모르겠는데 사람 아닌데.
Can't scamper free this time.
아니 이 시대 때 사람 아닌 것들 졸라 많네. 아버지 죽을 때쯤 되니까 발이 그냥 막
Well struck, Eivor!
오케이.
That's twice they've tried to kill you, Hunwald.
And twice failed.
We had luck. But if you're not more careful, they will succeed. Someone in Mercia wants you dead. And they'll kill anyone in the way to see it done.
Yes, including my dear Swanborough, my lady love. Come, let us hurry away.
I'm serious, Hunwald. Are you hearing me?
Plain and clear.
나
Follow me.
진지하자고 시리어스.
Hunwald, are you sure this place is safe?
아니
The
말
safest
타고
spot in
가라.
the Shire, yes. Here I am with a chance to be Elderman, but I have yet to prove myself
정신 못
worthy.
차리네.
To you, to the Shire, to her. I can do
크라이는
nothing
원이
without
제일
my
재밌어요.
darling lady. You've made
저
me realize how much I've neglected her. This fatal stupor of mine.
원부터 했는데 그때 저기 크라이시스 팀이 했잖아요. 만들었잖아요.
Oh, thank the heavens! There she is.
크라이시스도 재밌는데 지금 아마 크라이시스 리마스터인가 아마 나온다고 했던 것 같은데 그거 나오면 기대하고 있습니다.
Hunwald, I thought for sure you'd be dead.
근데
Why
아마
didn't you send word?
그래픽
It has been far
카드를
too long, my little jewel.
녹이지 않을까
I'm
싶은데.
so very sorry for that.
I'm fine, my love. I wilted without you, but still I grow.
아니 눈이
And who is
없냐?
this?
Ah, yes. I am proud to present Eivor of the
이
Raven Clan.
게임은 어찌된 게
Hello,
이쁜 사람이 한 명도
Pleasure to
없어.
meet you.
아, 은하수님 어서 와요. 아, 흥미로운 커플이고. 그래, 흥미로운 커플이다.
You really have been courting a Dane. It's a side of you I didn't
아,
expect.
섹슨족이하고
People say we're an
대인족이었어?
odd couple. I do not care much what people say.
As every boat needs an
아,
anchor,
솔직히 이렇게
every
얘기하면
man
안
needs his
되는데
Swanborough. The light
슈렉-
of my life. Eivor has been my
슈렉
champion as I
닮았어.
stake my claim in Lincolnshire. But I'm afraid it hasn't gone as well as I'd hoped.
What's happened?
아, 좀 미안하긴
My
한데
father
내가
is dead.
뭐 외모를 이렇게
Died
막
of a
그런 건
cruel disease,
아닌데
apparently. Then shunted off to a cellar for burial.
Oh, my love, I'm sorry.
아니 피오나 공주 말고
Someone
그냥
in your
슈렉
shire wants
닮았어.
to make sure Hunwald follows his father to the grave.
Let them try. I'll cut their throats.
A Shire moot will soon be held. Hunwald should stay here, out of sight, until he can attend.
What if I left it all behind, my love?
에이보로가 더
Forget my
잘생겼어요.
father's seat. What if I stayed here with you? Just the two of us.
Hunwald, no. The Shire must be led with courage and heart. Follow in your father's footsteps and lead the Shire as he did.
그러니까 아름답구만. 좀 쉬고 있어라.
By
아,
sunrise,
쉬고
you will shed
있어.
all your tears and
내가
piss
알아서
out the
할게.
last of the ale.
괜히 깝죽대면 더 힘들어.
Eivor is right, Hunwald. Tomorrow is a new day.
Yes. Yes, resting next to my angel will heal all that is broken within me.
Be well, Eivor. And thank you.
이 게임에서 란드비가 제일 미인인가? 아니다. 이전 스토리에서 나왔던 프랑스인이 제일 미인이다.
My blade will keep him safe.
I don't doubt it.
아니 이놈의 집구석들은 성직자들이 다 정치를 하고 싶어해. 그냥 바랄라? 이렇게만 나왔어도 아마 괜찮았지 않았을까. 선악과 한 번 나왔어. 이때까지 이 지금 스토리 진행하면서 그거 한 번밖에 없어.
Eivor, I'm pleased you came. Welcome to my estate, old friend.
어제 스토리 어제 맞나? 스토리
An
진행하면서
impressive amount of land.
지금 스토리 한 70% 진행한 것 같은데 한 번
I often
나왔어요.
get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
근데 그게 선악과인지 모르니까 그걸 갖다가 이거 이 마을 거 같다면서 그걸 갖다가 이상한 마을 사람들한테 그걸 주고 왔어요. 에이보르가.
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved elderman Hunbeort before his untimely passing. He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
그때 그거 얻은 자리에서 앞에 동굴이 있었는데 그 동굴에 개를 끼우는 데가 있었거든요. 근데 에이보르가 여기 뭐 하는 데인지 모르겠다면서 그 동굴을 빠져나올 때 암 걸리는 줄 알았습니다.
This has the feeling of a bribe, Ulfgar. Are you trying to win my favor for some reason?
뭐 바라는데?
Bribe you? Heavens no. This is a simple gift of thanks for solving the
세상에
mystery of
공짜는 없어 임마.
Hunbeort's disappearance.
얘기해 그냥.
Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us. Leave aside talk of politics and shire moats. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see.
진짜 잡일 그렇게 많이 하는 것 같아.
A great bear has been badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear?
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come.
아니
I suspect you know better than most that I
빨리
have what
가자.
it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is old but ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today, the shire languishes. It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
I'm sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. That maybe I should put my name in for Elderman.
There it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god. I don't recall the
아니
name.
옆에 있으면서 지방 장관이 되고 싶어서 어떻게 버텼대 이때까지. 진짜 약간 혐오스럽구만.
And I don't care what stuffy fools like Herefriv and Hunwald say. You Danes are damn decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember when the Danes first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified.
Are we hunting, Ulfgar? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely. The bear's lair should be nearby.
갑자기 돌변해서 나를 공격하는 거 아니야?
Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
아니네.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
Yes, and how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to Eivor. Perhaps you know each other as one Dane to another.
Don't be frightened, Grim, but I believe Ulfgar has arranged for us to meet.
Oh, goodness, I've been discovered. But it's nothing untoward, I promise. I'm an honest man, and I believe that all people should live together in harmony. That's all.
얘 약간 뱀인데?
Hey, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point of all this.
맞아.
Hunting, I promise.
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Ulfgar claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we?
갑자기?
There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our supper.
I have tried. a divine rule over the land on my estate.
몸 따위 빨래 잡고 가야 되겠다.
Have no
얘가 오.
This is the threshold of the beast's home. There's no doubting that. That's not fair. Wolves.
wolves everywhere, and not a bear in sight.
근데 은하수님은 어떻게 이 시간에 오시는 거지? 일이 이 시간에 끝나시는 건가?
Eivor, there's something you'll want to see here.
아이고 밝다. 왜? 오. 보더랜드 안 해봤어요.
Is that smoke? My God! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
아.
You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this, but please, my God, help me with this!
니 그 나올 때 그 가스레인지 안 잠그고 나왔는가 봐.
Don't frighten me.
아하, 이 나올 때 가스 꼭 확인하고 가야지.
Shoot it.
고맙지롱. 아, 이게 아프다요. 다음. 옆으로. 끝. 아니, 내가 싸우고 있는 동안 오면 되잖아. 저 가만히 있는다. 쓰레기 같은 게.
The men who would see you burn are dead.
아, 그 봤어요. 다가오는 거. 나만 본 줄 알았네. 싸움다긴 싸움다.
What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
You're a man of many riches, Alfgar. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toilet. Sweet Lord in heaven! The bear is returned!
아. 그냥 공부하다가 이 시간에 오시는 거군요. 아까 찾던 고민해. 일로 와요라. 그만 괴롭히고 애들. 하.
There, you see? Didn't I promise you a rousing hunt?
아차. 근데 이거 스토리 진행하다 보면 느끼는 게 뭐냐면 에이보르가 다 왕을 하나씩 만들어주고 있어.
Archer, is everything ready?
The Shire Moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire Moot for myself. I'll follow. When will the boat begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
외지인이 표가 생겼네.
It's not an easy choice to make, but I will choose with care. I promise.
I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the
근데
devil, as I fear.
여기서는 템플 기사단이 왕을 막 조종하지는 않아요.
Will return the house of the ferocious swan.
그래도 한번 물어봅시다. 마을 사람들한테. 누가 훈왈드한테 투표를 안 하는 게 나을 수도 있어. 이 거지 같은. 쟤한테 맡겼다가 망할 것 같아.
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright that you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before our vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
오케이. 그래서 훈알대를 줬다.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man.
뭐라는 거야?
Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Elfgard is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
다들 원하는 게 조금씩 다르구나. 본인한테 물어보지 않겠어. 어차피 자기한테 유리한 말만 할 거 아니야. 아이씨, 그래도 안 물어보자. 공약이 뭡니까? 어차피 공약 안 지킬 건 아는데 공약 지키는 사람이 어디 있어?
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
개인적으로는 종교인이 정치하는 걸 별로 안 좋아해서 일단 거의 안 할 것 같고.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There's more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity.
입만 살았다,
Have no
진짜.
fear.
That's good to hear.
입만 졸라 살았어.
Good evening, Elfgard.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It's a difficult choice, Elfgard. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I don't doubt your convictions, Lord.
아니, 약간 공약도 없이 그 학교 반장 뽑는 것처럼 얘기하지 않아요? 제가 저를 반장으로 뽑아주신다면 반의 분위기를 아주 좋게 만들겠습니다. 딱 요지랄.
Three men, three possible futures. Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them? It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself. All three have strengths and weaknesses.
방금 얘기한 걸로 봤을 때는 내가 뭐 도움을 요청할 때 잘 올 수 있는 애를 선택하라고 했는데 헬레브리드는 훈알드는 진짜 아닌 것 같아. 훈알드는 좀 제끼고 진짜 아닌 것 같아요. 알가르하고 헬레브리드 둘 중에 하나를 선택하면 될 것 같은데 그러면 알가르가 그나마 좀 말하면 잘 도와줄 것 같지 않아요? 헬레브리드는 자기 내정 실정을 좀 많이 돌본다고 했고 그럼 알가르로 가겠습니다.
Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good elderman, but a faithful ally?
뭐라고? 이렇게 불안하게 얘기한다고? 헐, 안돼.
Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy.
다시 선택할 수 있구나.
He'd be a good elderman, but a faithful ally.
오케이. 얘도 그러면 설명할 건가?
The bishop can be stuffy and wallows in Christian piety. But he is wisest of the three, and has already proven himself. Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need.
아니 이거 이거 그냥 훈알드한테 줘야 되는 거 아니에요? 지금 얘 판단으로는 그렇잖아. 둘 다 어려운 시기에 둘 다 지금 도움이 될 것 같다고 얘기하잖아요. 개인적으로는 훈알드한테 안 주고 싶은데 스토리 진행상 훈알드한테 줘야 되나봐. 아 진짜 훈알드한테 그냥 훈알드한테 주겠습니다. 이거 뭐 방법이 없다 이거.
Lead your shire with pride, ferocious swan.
It is decreed by this lawful Shiremoot that the Ealdorman of Lincolnshire shall be
진짜 안 뽑아주고 싶은데.
son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
I don't know what to say. I thank you. Deeply, madly, humbly. What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than... Well, I will do my best. For each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Ealdorman.
우리 저 아차님 왠지 느낌이 딱 우의정인데.
As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our
뒤에서
choice.
조종하는 자가 딱 될 것 같은
To this
느낌인데.
end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our
뭐야?
good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Oh!
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
이래서 종교인한테 주면 안 된다니까. 아, 결사단이었네. 대전아, 대전아. 헛, 헛!
Men of Lincolnshire, stand firm! Defend your Ealdorman!
근데 약간 궁금하네. 쟤 뽑아줬으면 어떻게 됐을지. 대신 안 했을 거 아니에요.
Bastard bishop. What's his endgame?
이거는 반란이라고 봐야 되는 건가?
Find those who still draw breath.
이거는 반란이라고 봐야 되죠.
Polish your ass, Hunwald. The Alderman's seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief totter. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
That choice is yours to make, Alderman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feard.
잘못 뽑았어. 하씨. 뼈저리게 느끼고 있다.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs and tend to the remaining wounded until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God or the gods protect you.
말을 안 들어 말을. 저런 놈은 빨리 가가지고 때려 죽여야 된다니까는. 야야 나와.
A bold attack, and in broad daylight. The hatred that eats at...
What news, Hunwald?
We've learned that Herefrith rode for the fort at Annikastre following the massacre. I have assembled a field there. Quite a large one, in fact. They eagerly await your orders, Eivor.
You mean your orders, Elderman?
Ah, yes, that's right. My orders. Which are what, exactly?
Who can say? Ride with me to your camp, and we'll find out together.
잘못 뽑은 거 맞아.
Herefrith was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
근데 그래도
for all the parishes of mercy.
뒤에 있는 애가 의리가 좀 있네요. 자기 안 뽑혔다고 배신 안 하고 저 옆에 붙어 있는 거 보면.
was an interesting man, if a little soft, but stranger still. I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it.
알가르가
feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Herefrith were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her work carried on. I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who should be God's gladdener. Here's the camp, do you see? The Theod will soon be ready for action.
Give them mead and let them rest. There's hard fighting ahead.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Theods are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor.
이 시대 때는 농민군이 약간
If they fight with the bravery of
일반적이었나 보네요.
We may.
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious swan?
Of course. Let fly your glorious banner.
Are we ready then?
We attack now.
가자.
Ready the field.
학살의 시간이다.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
저 무릎 꿇는 장면 되게 멋있는 것 같아. 아르케스터.
To me, holy warriors of Lincolnshire!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
Let's go!
가자.
Thank you.
하나, 둘, 셋. 셋. 오케이 됐다. 손을 파괴하라고.
Need to find a way past that palisade.
explosion could do it. Or I can try hitting it with a sprinkle.
Back to the front.
Okay.
Herefleet has gone mad. You, point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scandalous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment. Damn it. Need to get on the other side.
So respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost. Continue the work of God, my boy. Kill this pagan!
Specit Dominus Noster Sapien Jugus, Vide Collectus
Digera.
Intera Affair, et Ocustus, et ad eum.
Stop right there!
Si ego bene mihi.
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancient dead.
That's the folly of mankind, Herefleet. We wallow in our failures like happy pigs in a sty of shit. We should have learned to enjoy it.
암살이죠, 암살. 아, 얘도 인사하고 있잖아요. 안녕, 이렇게 안녕. 훈왈도 어디 있노? 에? 이 밑에라고? 뭐야? 이 밑에. 믿음이 안 가요. 아까 그것도 훈왈드가 한 거 아닌 것 같아.
Eivor, is the bishop dead?
He bled too little and talked too much. Now he's gone.
I won't miss him. But Atcha will need some time to grieve.
그러진 않을 것 같아요. 그냥 아까 얘기한 걸로 봤을 때는 결사단에 들어가고 종교적으로 제일 큰 위치에 있었다고 했으니까 결사단에서 좀 올려준 것 같아.
The hardest fight begins now.
The din of battle still rings in my ears. I think I now know what it means to be a leader.
Good.
I would ask a favor, if I could.
Name it.
As Elderman, my life may be a dangerous one. For a time, anyway. Would you allow my Swanborough to take refuge in your settlement? At least until I feel all danger has passed.
We'd be happy to have her.
Thank you, my sturdy Norse berserker. The mead halls of my shire will be lonely without you stomping about.
Our people are bonded now. We must look out for one another.
어떻게 보면 이렇게 해서 동맹 관계가 커지면 하나의 큰 나라를 운영하는 왕이 될 수도 있어요. 통합 왕인 거지. 에이보르가.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
계속 이렇게 먹다 보면 전부 다 여기 있는 지역이 전부 다 에이보르한테 좋은 감정을 들고 있을 텐데 통합왕이 될 가능성이 훨씬 높겠죠, 뭐. 큰 그림이지. 이제 다른, 그러니까 지역마다는 약간 어떻게 보면, 뭐, 시장, 뭐, 약간 이 정도 될 것 같고. 도의원, 약간 이 정도.
Yes, one more.
It was not rubbish. I intended to use it. Please, calm down.
왜? 왜 싸우는데?
What is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you sit in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more. Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You will state your cases, and I will hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able. Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrawls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
홀게르 얘가 저번에 자기가 그림 그려야 된다고 옆에 있는 마곡간에 가가지고 마곡간 지기가 가장 아끼는 말의 꼬리를 다 잘라가지고 붓으로 만들었거든요. 이번에는 돛을 가져가가지고 돛에다가 낙서를 해놨네.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wished to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something and now unreasonably seeks its return?
Exactly. Yes.
All right, I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet.
이렇게 그냥 쪼는 거 봐라. 아, 진짜. 이거, 홀게르 편을 들어주고 싶어도 이거는 뭐, 계속 홀게르가 잘못하고 있다.
After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skald?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, Jarl, no, that is not the—
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holger? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest is—
30 times! In silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
아, 짜증나. 아, 이런 걸 왜 선택하게 하는 건데 그냥 스토리로 넘어가면 안 돼? 아. 일단 방해할 생각은 없다고 했으니까 악법도 법이라고 악법을 따르겠습니다.
Sigurd is our Jarl. His word is law, whether or not you agree.
You see?
Of course, my Jarl. As it must be. Forgive my defiance.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
Thank you, Holger. And please, do not let this blunt our friendship. I did not mean for this to escalate.
No, I understand. You were well within your rights.
아, 약간 게임하면서 계속 찝찝하게 만드네. 아, 좀 짜증난다.
I want to thank you for your judgment, Eivor. For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a side you've seen?
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid, but nothing like this. Never, ever like this.
Let us do our best for him as we take care of our own. We're his best hope for healing.
If it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on.
Lincolnshire is a friend to us.
Wonderful news. And who is our ally there?
The boy Hunwald is the new Ealdorman of Lincolnshire, and he has sworn allegiance to us.
The loud one, an Ealdorman? Well, should he ever wish to call for aid, he need only shout.